Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Julie. If you're new, today I'm going to be playing with the new Natasha Denona Yucca palette, and it looks like this. It's such a pretty palette. It really spoke to me because of the greens and the earthy tones. So I'm just going to put it to the test today and see how we can create just a very minimal look. I'm not going to do anything elaborate today. I may do that in another video, but I just wanted to kind of play with it and do a more wearable look. So let's just get into it. So I'm first going to start out by priming my lids with the Natasha Denona eyeshadow base. And this is in the shade Light. So I'm just going to prime my lids. And let's see. I really like this base, this eyeshadow base, because it goes well with Natasha Denona eyeshadows. So that is one thing you can count on with this. Okay. So I'm just going to let that kind of dry. There is no need to really set this down. So sometimes will set down my eyeshadow primer with like a powder or something. I'll use the Charlotte Tilbury one or the Givenchy one. But this one I don't really feel like I need to set down. But I do want to let it kind of settle in for a second before I go in with the eyeshadow. The first shade I'm going to use is the shade Valley, and it's right in the middle of the palette. I'm going to use that as like my transition shade. So I'm just going to put that right in the crease. I do put the shadow a little above my crease because I have hooded eyes. So I'm just placing it right above my crease and kind of sculpting that out. I do like to bring it out a little bit to give more of an elongated look to my eye. But this basically, is how I use my transition shades or crease shades just above the crease. If I wanted to find the crease, I'll go in with like a little bit of a darker color usually and just go right on the crease for that. Now I do like to bring the shadow up to my eyebrow where it starts in the front to create some shading there. And I'm going to go in with Fushi, which is this like orangey shade right here. Just use that on the small brush and put that like in the crease, and then kind of like on my outer lid, just kind of bringing that over the mobile lid. I'm not bringing it all the way in, but I'm keeping it like on the outer half. I'm just going to keep building this up a little bit. Go in with the shade Flax on the outer corner. It's this like brownish color right here. So now I'm going to use a shimmery shade. I'm going to use Komorebi. I think that's how you say it. It's right here. So I'm just going to use it on my finger. And then I'm going to take a little bit more of that fushi and kind of put it in the inner corner. Because I want to incorporate that color a little bit more. Usually I use like brighter colors in the inner corner, but I'm going to use this and see how that works out. It's actually not too bad. It's kind of like a halo a little bit, but not really. I don't know. Just kind of doing what I think looks cool. Alright, so mascara is on the top. I'm going to do a little bit of shadow on the bottom. I'm going to take the shade Fushi, I think, and sweep that on the bottom. I didn't know if that would like make me look sickly. I think it kind of does a little bit, but I'm going to add something else here. Let's add Valley, which is that transition shade we used. I'm gonna put like the Ardell accents on the outer corners. These are one of my favorites. They're just really subtle, but they do kind of make your eye look elongated. Now I'm going to use the Natasha Denona Macrotech Eye Crayon in the shade Fushi. This I'm really excited about. I just think that adds such a cool like twist to a wearable look. Like it just looks, it like brings it all together and it just gives like a nice pop. I think that's so pretty. I love this. This color. I think I'm going to put a little bit of liner on the top, tightly on the top. I'm going to use this Gwen Stefani brand Give, and this is in the shade Settle Brown. This gives more like a look of more fuller lashes when you tightline the top, because it just hides that like separation between the lash and like your lash line. Like that flesh part. It's those little like tweaks that make a big difference. So now I'm gonna put my lashes on and I'll be right back. Here is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. I plan to do a more like green leaning look next time, but just wanted to keep it pretty wearable. I think this palette is really versatile and pretty and unlike anything in my collection, so I'm excited to play with it more. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!